Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the shed of many names on this afternoon. I know you're wondering what on earth this video is about. Well, I've had several people ask questions about the cook stove that I use. Now, it's not a camp stove, believe me. This baby is heavy, and I would not want to lug it through the woods to go camping unless I just absolutely had to, and believe me, the baby would come with me. Now, I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible during this video about this particular model. No, I'm not getting any commission, no pay, no payback, nothing from this company at all. This is just a cook stove that I love to use. And my other old one is inside the box because, well, I refuse to let anything go until, well, you can't use it anymore. One burner, not this model, but the one that's in the box is the one that you see me doing all my canning and everything on. Well, one burner still works, so it means it still works. I'm going to save it anyway, just as a backup. You always have a backup regardless. Alright, I'm going to try to answer your questions. Now, I did not buy this online. I have found that it's easy to go to your bigger Asian market stores to find these. Now, they are propane. They do run off of either the, 20-pound tanks or the bigger ones, not the ones that go outside, the ones that you can take to go get filled. And I love them. I love cooking with gas. It cooks so much easier. It's faster. You can control it a whole lot easier than you can electric. I've never in my whole life ever liked an electric stove. They're unpredictable. The heat varies on them, and this one, let me tell you, is sturdy built. Alright, now it's made by Gas One. The model number is B-5000. Now, if you don't have a local Asian market, you can probably find this online. Let me tell you, shipping's probably going to be interesting because this baby, the picture on the box, this one is heavy because the legs attach up inside here and this whole top is cast iron. Another reason why I love it. The grates, the burner walls, the burners, everything on top is cast iron. And we all know how long cast iron lasts. Now, another drawback, these are for outdoor use only. Now, yes, I do use mine in the shed, but you know what? I either have the door cracked or there's enough cracks in the floor and stuff in the shed where ventilation's really not a problem, believe me. You learn real fast, especially when the wind blows. And we're going to, like I said, my other one's in here. We're going to turn it around. Let's see what it says. Okay, cast iron burners, of course, sturdy frame, and now to move it, the legs come on and off and on. So, and you will need, if you're on uneven, you can adjust the legs up inside the holes where they go in to make sure that the stove is level. You always want to make sure that it's level. It has 484 square inches of cooking area. Let's see. It has an air control dial to maintain complete combustion of the gas. Let's see. High output cast iron burner. And believe me, they are high output. I don't usually cut them all the way up. I have no need to. Let's see, it weighs 27 pounds, they say. I tell you, to me, it weighs a whole lot more. It's 30 and 3/4 inches by 15 and 3/4 inches by 28.5 inches. Let's see what else. It comes with a CSA certified regulator hose, an operational manual, and of course it's a propane double burner. And let me tell you, I cook all kinds of stuff on this, from doing either water bath canning, pressure canning. I cook regular food on it. There's not much you can't do on this. You can do anything on this that you can on a stovetop. Anything. And to me, it cooks more evenly and a whole lot faster. So you do have to watch it. I'm going to take you over here and show you some more. I'm going to show you this not camp stove, cooktop. Because believe me, this is so not a camp stove. Okay, sorry about the dogs barking in the background. Apparently some dogs have gone crazy. But what's new? And of course, I've been cooking on it, and it's a cook stove. I cook on it. Now, one thing you will need to know, when you first get it, the tops here are painted, especially where the gas comes out. You're going to need to light them and let them burn for a while, especially outside because of the fumes from them burning. But it's fine. It's not going to hurt a single thing. Now this one is just dirty from being used. This one is nice and clean because I tend to use the right side more when I'm cooking regular food. I use the left side just out of habit for when I do my canning. Now, it's simple. And let me show you. And you can see I keep the propane tank a good ways away from the stove. There's the regulator that comes up and connects to the back here. Now it's simple, easy to light it. You just cut it on. You'll hear a hiss. And there you go. Now you will, on this model, now I have a smaller one that's not built like this. It has not an electric, but it ignites itself. Self-igniter. This one, you will need one of these. But they're simple, easy, and yes, you can cook with both sides at the same time. And see, if you don't get it level, it will rock on you, and you want to make sure that it does not rock on you. Because if you're boiling water and stuff, that can get interesting. Other than, it's easy to keep clean. Now, of course, it's cast iron, so you're going to want to make sure no water pools up or anything on it, because, yes, it will start to rust a little bit. That's okay. Just clean it up, put a little oil on it. It's fine. Not a lot of oil, just a little bit. But in here is your leg adjusters. You'll unscrew them like this. Let's see, can you see? Yeah. Just unscrew them. And your legs pop right out. And to put them back in, you just put them in. And then make sure that it's adjusted. And there, see, simple, easy to take apart. You don't take none of this on top apart. You just take the legs off and to move it and everything. 2 dials, very easy to read. Now, it goes from low too high. Believe me, I rarely ever get past medium. I don't need a flame that high. And it's excellent for doing stir fries, everything. There's not much I haven't cooked on this. Now, if it's something you gotta bake, now you're out of luck on this one. You gotta bake that in the oven. But simple, easy. Cleanup's easy. I usually just take either the head of my broom off and brush it off, or I have a little handy brush. Now you want to make sure that everything's cool before you try to clean it, and you just knock stuff off and clean it up that way. All right, hold on a minute. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I absolutely love these cooktops. That's why we got a second one. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, they're not cheap. They are an investment, but believe me, they pay for themselves in no time. With one of these, during the hot summer months, you can can outside under a canopy and like a screen tent. Anything like that, you can can outside and you won't heat your house up and burn up alive in the house trying to can during the summer months. I can in the fall, spring, summer, and of course in the winter here in the shed. But I can outside during the hot time of year, and this really helps. And not only for canning, pressure canning and water bath canning, now, like I said, it is portable. If you want to make it a camp stove, go for it. If you've got somebody that doesn't have a bad back and a body that hates them like I do, you'll be fine carrying this thing. Yes, it is heavy. I'm not going to lie about that. But, yeah, you can do so much with it. And then there's another model like this where the top, it's just a griddle as well. Now you can also, with this one at the Asian market, I saw you can buy a big griddle like insert where you can set it on top and make it a giant griddle as well. Now, as like I said, for it being portable, yes, I have carried it many places to many craft fairs where I've cooked food and sold it. Yes, I've cooked on top of these, sold food, and made a lot of people very happy. The sky's the limit with these as long as you take care of them. And before you go to do any canning, always make sure, double check that you have enough propane in your tank. That's one thing you need to keep an eye on, is your propane tank. Because you don't want to run out of propane in the middle of canning. Now this model and the one I had before was very efficient on propane, very efficient, and I was extremely happy about that, because I can do 5, 6, 7 or more pressure canning batches of meat and still have propane left over. Just like I said, make sure you keep an eye on it. Other than that, I love this cooktop. Now, I'll have the maker, the model, and the description box below. I hope this has answered all of y'all's questions that was asking the questions. If you have any other questions, always feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And like I said, I find mine at the bigger Asian market, one of the bigger Asian markets we have here in town, and they're cheap there. The other one I have, which is a whole lot smaller, and completely different setup, that one with the stand, it comes with its own stand, and you put the little cooktop on top of it. That one was $119. This one was $179, around that area. But with it being cast iron, it's worth every penny, believe me. And I've never had any trouble whatsoever doing any pressure canning. As long as you pay attention to the dial on your pressure canner You can adjust the flame very easily with the adjust knobs. It's easy. It's not hard at all. Anybody can use these cooktops. Well, I hope this encourages you to think about getting you a propane cooktop. Now, like I said, they're not cheap, and they're built. If you look online for them, read them, the descriptions very well, because I've seen a lot of really cheap ones that's not going to hold up for very long. Remember, just like my grandmother said, you get what you pay for. If you try to go too cheap, well, you're going to get what you pay for. And with it being cast iron, I absolutely love it because it lasts so long. Like the one that's in the box here, my other cook stove that I had that one for 10 years. And believe me, I have cooked the daylights out of that poor thing. It wore out. It really did, because I canned so much and traveled with it and cooked for, other things that, yeah, it served me very well, and I love it. And that's why I'm happy to have. This is a different model from my other one, but this one is just as good as the other one, if not better. Okay, I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. Everyone, take care. Stay safe and sound out there. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't get paranoid. Don't panic. Stay level-headed and keep your eyes and ears open. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. May you each be blessed, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.